I'm back at the office, and a lot sure has happened since I left. It's time for another episode of Brawl News. So of course, we can't get away without mentioning this at the very top of the show. The hypest thing to come out in this update, personal opinion, has arrived in the game today, bringing with it literally its own background. My goodness, how hype is this skin when it looks like a mini update inside of Brawl Stars? But of course, we're talking about Mecha Mortis for 299 gems, which is the actual original price of the skin itself. But on top of that, we get a pin pack of all the Mecha Mortis skins, the spray, and the profile icon. But once we're able to actually purchase the offer, which lasts 30 days, which is wild, we are met with all the crazy rewards here. We get the Mecha Mortis skin, looking hype as heck. I'm buying this on a lot of my accounts, you guys. We get all 9 pins, my gosh, the profile icon, and the spray. And something that's actually unique compared to yesterday's video highlighting Mortis early is the variations of the skin colors come out today as well, each costing 49 gems. You have the dark Mecha Mortis skin as well as the light Mecha Mortis skin. So yes, thank you. I'll take that as well. And I'll also take this one. I need it all, man. It's Mortis. So hope you guys are all enjoying yourselves with this little Mortis event, almost looking like a tiny update, kind of along the same lines as like a Lunar New Year update, but strictly for Mortis. It's a fun time to be playing Brawl Stars right now. And before we move along, while we're talking about Mecha Mortis, I want to give you guys a brief update on the giveaway. Officially, I'm going to be announcing all of the winners today, the Supercell winners, as well as I'm going to be emailing, and it's going to take a while, the 33 other winners of the giveaway that's sponsored by me. My flight was delayed last night. I got home around 9 o'clock and I just couldn't deal with all the messaging and stuff like that. It was just a little bit too long of a day, and it's going to be probably a pretty long process. So try not to lose hope for like a couple weeks, because I'm assuming it's going to take quite a long time for people to actually get back to me confirming that they're the winner. If they don't get back to me, I'll pick another winner. So it's going to be a little bit of an ongoing process. So make sure to keep an eye on those DMs. But now that we got the Mecha Mortis news out of the way, we have some actually really important stuff to get straight away into that people have been talking a lot as of recently. If we take a look at the Brawl Pass season duration, several people noticed that some days were actually added to the season end. To my knowledge, this has really never happened before, and of course this brought up a lot of speculation as well as questions by people inside of the community. It could be implied that, you know, maybe the Brawl Stars dev team needs a little bit more time before this next update so they can get things prepared. People speculating that maybe they needed the additional time for the gear reworks and stuff like that. So to give a little context here, before the days were actually added, the Brawl Pass season was supposed to be ending on November 1st, but now, since 6 days have been added, it's going to be ending on November 7th. Clearing it up very nicely for all of us here, Frank replied to a user over on Twitter. Frank, why did the countdown go from 28 days to 34 regarding the time left on this season's Brawl Pass? And then Frank replies, we've configured it wrongly initially, ending it on the wrong day. So season 14, this entire time wasn't really meant to be 57 days long. It was meant to be closer to 64, much like last season's and the season before that, keeping it consistent. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably didn't dive into Frank's Twitter replies or anything like that, and maybe are wondering why there were some additional days added. So I wanted to clear it up at least a little bit. It's nothing so grandiose that they needed more time for this next update. It was just a wrong configuration from the start. So then when it comes to predicting when this next update will be coming around the corner because of this change, I think we'll be saving that for a different day here sometime soon. The only thing that I can say that I'm very confident in is the next update is going to be Halloween-esque, right? Brawloween. But transitioning into some very important news to at least clear up with all of you guys watching this video here today. Several of you might have noticed that gem prices have increased for certain areas around the world. We have this user saying one day ago over here on Reddit, Europe side of Brawl Stars, did the price for gems randomly increase for you too? We have Toasty Bread in the comments confirming Poland here, prices also changed. For example, 100 170 gem pack costs 59.99 PLN instead of 47.99. We have people saying inflation, my friend, and stuff like that. And even I've been seeing a lot of people inside the community blaming Brawl Stars, saying that they're greedy, they're trying to get more money, increasing the prices of gems, which is definitely the narrative that I'm trying to clear up in this video, because there was an overwhelming amount of people not knowing why this happened, and then of course setting their signs on the dev team why they changed this. And it's not because the dev team is trying to make an extra buck on all of you guys, the player base, it's because of Apple, believe it or not. Taking a look at a tweet from Dandy here pointing out what actually happened, if you're wondering why in-game prices rose for different currencies, it's Apple, not the game company. An article for Apple explained what has been happening, upcoming price and tax changes for apps and in-app purchases. As early as October 5th, 2022, prices of apps and in-app purchases, excluding auto-renewable subscriptions on the App Store, will increase in Chile, Egypt, Japan, Malaysia, Pakistan, Poland, South Korea, Sweden, Vietnam, and all territories that use the euro currency. So based on what we're seeing here from examples inside the community, we're looking at a 20% increase on the price for in-app purchases for the select countries that we had mentioned earlier, which is wild. 20% more. Oh my goodness. Now, when it comes to why this is actually happening, some people are saying inflation, some people are saying greedy Apple. I truly don't know as of right now, but I at least wanted this to serve as somewhat of a PSA for any of you guys who are still wondering why it might be directing some of this animosity towards the dev team, because they have literally no control over it. It's on Apple's side of things, so 20% more expensive. That is crazy. But transitioning into our next bit of news, if you guys have been paying attention to the channel a little bit as of recently, we have been discussing this whole premise of the 78% glitch. On certain devices out there inside of the Brawl Stars community, we're seeing individuals having some glitches, some choppy delay going on when they're loading into a match. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up here today is we actually have some response from the dev team in regards to this 78% glitch. Taking a look at a tweet from Danny here 3 days ago regarding the loading getting stuck at 78%. If you are experiencing, please share with us your device model. Does it happen in every match? Has it started after the update or the optional update? Any other performance issues? Danny then goes on in saying, I've been asking some players for some info, but we need more data to see if we can track any pattern that might help us find the source of the issue. At this point, we can't promise any immediate solution, and we can't guarantee we'll have a fix for it, but we'll keep trying. So I guess not insanely reassuring news in regards to the 78% glitch. I always had a theory that it had something to do with devices in Brawl Stars, seeing that I don't get it on any of my newer devices, but only my tablet here that is pretty dang old. I'm assuming it's a myriad of things that is causing this, not just the device. If it were that simple, I'm sure that the dev team would be able to figure it out as of right now, but at least we know that the dev team are aware of this problem and are trying to figure it out right now. So really hoping they end up finding things out here, but at the very least, it's nice to know that they're trying everything that they can at the minute for it. Wrapping things up in this video with more exciting bits of news, taking a look at a tweet 3 days ago. If you guys didn't realize, Mortis, our boy Mortis, was trending on Twitter because of the giveaways of this skin. Look at that, 102,000 tweets about Mortis, my creature of the night, dude. I was so dang happy to see it. And then lastly, I wanted to follow up with the recent world record video that we posted here on the channel with the highest DPS world record that we were trying to go for. People actually were able to do it. We have this individual here going by the name of Uwu, but he realized the strat. It's not about spamming, it's about the timing in between it. Shooting off 3 different shots, getting the world record here, 86,304. And even this individual here, Yu Sayori, posting that he was able to get it as well with the help of a little bit of delay and lag on his device. Take a look at this. Gets them all queued up. I think he may have done something to his device to get this delay. I'm not sure. Maybe put it in like airplane mode or tried to get it laggy, or maybe he just has this bad of lag on Brawl Stars, which would be really crappy. But he goes over with the help of the lag, gets them all queued together, spams out 3 shots, and they all come in at once, basically 86,304. Crazy. But you know what? I might might not have been able to do it, but it's cool to see some of you guys having fun with these world records, ones that anyone can accomplish in Brawl Stars. But yeah, guys, I think that's a good stopping point for this video here today. Hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves or found it useful, the news in this episode. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep on following Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Adios and take care.